Eighth grade, hey, this is Mr. Gardner. This is a lesson review for December 2nd, 2020, and this is on the process of bill to law. Now, remember in class we talked about that this is something we could talk about for a few weeks. There's a lot to this. But for eighth grade, this is what I want you to know. All right, so let's take a look. Remember, a bill is an idea. A law is something that's been approved, voted on, and is enforced. You know what laws are. So to get from a bill to a law, there is a process. So what happens is, remember, Congress is made up of the Senate and the House of Representatives. Remember, there are 100 senators and 435 in the House. Now, a bill's an idea that can start in either house generally. So let's say the idea is here. They're going to put together a team, a committee, to look at this idea. Now, there are 435 people in the House, so they won't all look at every bill. So they will break them up into committees. And it's the committee's job then to take the idea and write a bill. Now, after the House, in this example, has looked at it and they're happy with it, they will send that bill to the Senate. And 100 senators, they won't all look at it initially, so they'll put together a committee to review the bill. And maybe they like it except a couple parts and they make some changes. So then they send it back to the House. They like one of those changes, but they want to change 3 things now. So it goes back to the Senate. And these bills can go back and forth for a long time. Most bills don't get out of this process. Okay? They just don't. Because the two groups, the Senate and the House, can't agree. So most bills don't make it out of here. Now, let's say they do have a bill and both groups agree on it, that it's a great idea. It will then go to the president. And the president then can do one of 2 things. If he or she thinks it's a great idea and loves this bill, that's a yes. So that bill will become a law. If the president doesn't care for this one or thinks it needs work or is just a horrible idea in general, that's a no. That's also considered a veto. So if the bill is vetoed, it will either just go away or it might go back for more revisions. Just depends on how this group feels about it. So a bill is an idea, and there's a process that has to occur before it can become a law. Congress, made up of 2 houses, we've talked about that, they will take the bill, put committees together, they'll look at it, they'll go back and forth debating that bill. Most bills won't be agreed upon, but those that do will go to the president, and then the president can either yes, and it'll become a law, or say no, which is a veto. And if it's vetoed, it can either just go away or it can be brought back for revisions. Now, again, there's so much more we could talk about on the process of bill to law, but for eighth grade, this is where we're at. Okay, make sure if you have questions, you're ready to go the next time we meet. Take care.